many people judge strictly off of looks instead of the content of a person's character. Like, say for instance, if you saw me out in public with a girl like this, you might say I have standards. But the thing that you don't know is, I gotta wake up to this, nigga, god damn. But look, see, does that make my standards any lower? Now that what if I find this more attractive? What if this girl had the absolute best personality I've ever encountered in my life? Who are you to say that I have low standards just because of how she looks? Nigga, I know my girl be going through it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm ugly as shit, nigga. I ain't going front. I know she lowered her standards just to be with me. Because, nigga, like, before she got with me, the niggas that she posted as her man crush Mondays were Usher and Trey Songz. And then she settled for this. Nigga, you know damn well she lowered her standards for me. Nigga, I'm ugly as a motherfucker. Nah, but in all seriousness though, this is the reason why a lot of content creators don't post their significant others, because they're going to be judged just like I'm Dante and his wife. We're not going to find the same things attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance with me, I'm attracted to an ass like this. And I'm no less attracted to it knowing that this is a stomach. If anything, it makes me more attracted to it. You know why? Because I like big women. Who are you to tell me that I have low standards because I like fat bitches? That's why there's so many closet BBW lovers, just because niggas are scared to be judged by society for their love for big women. Look, what I want y'all to take from this video is to embrace your own standards. Don't let anyone else's opinion alter your personal standards.
What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? I am here chilling in the motherfucking. I am here in the motherfucking can't break up just a little bit. I'm here today and basically I'm chilling. So I'm a bad streamer because like I literally and like we have Vegeta in the chat and I mean like berate me on how I played games yesterday with my daughter because she wanted to play games with me.
Hey, let's be accurate. I was berating you and your daughter.
Yes. So what I am doing today is I am being a professional streamer like you see on like Twitch or YouTube, like that, where they get you guys to try to like and subscribe while I just sit back and talk shit and play video games. So if you guys would be so inclined to, if you're watching it on Twitch, hit that follow button, actually watch the video as much as you can so I can get my numbers up. And on YouTube, I need subscribers. I am at my 4,000 watch time hours. I really appreciate that shit, and I would enjoy if people would actually help me grow my channel because I fucking hate my job. And so I'm trying to do this so I can entertain you guys, so you guys can see me stressed over dumb fucks, and maybe I can get into a little bit more heavy political topics, like the fact that no one should be fucking killed over a fucking ancient blood feud when there are children involved. But you know, I'm an asshole that all human lives are precious, and animal lives too. So that cover everything.
I would say sentient lives. It's just less words. You know, saves you some breath.
Well, I said animal. You know,
but I'm just saying, like, if you say sentient lives, that's less syllables, less breath, saves more time, and that way it avoids anybody being pedantic and throwing out hypotheticals that will be annoying.
Yeah. How about because plants matter too?
Ugh. Anybody who says plant lives matter, their life doesn't matter.
What about bacteria?
Those people too. Anyone who says "but the bacteria," just put them on the guillotine in fucking Rayman Legends. There you go.
Wow. Wow. So what are you up to, man? Are you either playing Skyrim or Xenoverse today? What?
Nope. Mass Effect Legendary Edition came out on the 14th, so I am playing through the Mass Effect trilogy right now. I just started the first one. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Because I bought it yesterday.
Wait,
I
what?
actually started. I started while I had your stream on the background. So I
Wait,
was over here.
I'm sorry. I just tried to play City Skylines and it just like destroyed on me. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the. I've been enjoying because the problem is the first game I think came out in 2007 and 2008 on the Xbox. So when I had played it for the first time when I played through the games for the first few times on the PS3, it was rough because they just ported it over and that was it. It was the same rough ass janky game from 2007, but they actually smoothed out the combat, got rid of the motion blur that was irritating, got rid of the fucking like this grainy effect that I never noticed, but my little brother pointed out to me today. So they've improved a lot of things. They've made the character models better, improved on just things in general. They even fixed some of the awkward cinematic moments, because it's a game from 2007 and not everything was polished. It's still kind of funny because when you look at it, sometimes it looks gorgeous, and other times you realize that it's just an old game with better textures on it. But it's definitely holding my attention better because it's because that's one thing I need. I love RPGs and I enjoy that whole element. But if the rest of the game is going to be aggravating, I don't want to play it. So the fact that they fixed the combat, or at least no, I wouldn't say fixed, but they polished it enough to where I can stand it now, has made my life better because the second and third games, the combat is great, but that's always the hump is playing through the first game, going through all that dog shit with terrible combat, and I would typically just pretty much just beeline for the end of the game, but now I actually want to fucking do side quests now.
I I get that. I guess my thing was I've never gotten into the Mass Effect type thing.
Never played them, or
Never played it.
I would say don't play Andromeda. And if you're ever interested, to just play through the original trilogy, and sounds like Mass Effect 4 is on the horizon, so
Mass Effect 4. I thought
yep.
Andromeda was Mass Effect 4.
No, Andromeda was just a spin-off.
I'm sorry. Something tells me that fucking BioWare fuck away from EA.
Yes, because the thing is, Mass Effect, even though the first Mass Effect was janky, they had pretty much full control over their game and were able to put their vision in. But starting with the second game, which is, as far as I'm concerned, the best game in the series, they had to make certain changes because EA decided to make them to rush them and shit. Like the entire final mission, the last boss in the game was changed because of EA's meddling.
I guess my question is like
And the third game, oof.
I guess my question is how do Respawn get away with whatever the fuck they want?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
You know what I mean? When fucking what's the name? Um fuck I have it. Titanfall 2 dropped. That's right before they were bought by EA. And they seem like they can like the Star Wars game that they had. It seems as if they have more freedom than what other companies actually get. They didn't make it into a multiplayer. They made it into just a single player game. And I know it had some issues, but like they were able to make a decent ass game.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Maybe something with the contracts. Maybe they had more bargaining power and were able to give themselves more freedom than other companies did when they signed. That's the best guess I've got.
You know, Jim Sterling calls them um Unichronic Arts.
Uh, they're. I mean, I would fucking just call them the fucking euthanasia of arts, but they just seem to love ruining everything. Like Mass Effect is the Mass Effect series is one of my favorite game series, but still Mass Effect 3, even though I still like the game, just EA mangled that shit by like they fucking gave them a short time frame that fucked them over. They wound up losing their lead writer. They had to fucking speed through making the game, and they wound up rushing through the ending of this series that they'd been working on for fucking years. And that makes me sad. Pharaohs.
Like them and Activision, like once a company gets so big, they start fucking up everything. They only
Yeah,
exist to like keep power and shit.
and make monies.
Make the fucking
Oh yeah.
kind of fucking halfway deep. Like I've like really been on the Skylines, which is a fun game. What's up, Mikey? This is City Skylines. It is a game where you build a motherfucking city. And it is, let's just say, interesting because the way you build the city, if you don't build it correctly, it can be fucked up in it.
Oh my. I don't I don't know. As far as Mass Effect though, I want to say I think you'd like it, but at the same time, maybe not.
You saw the
I
games
mean,
that I play.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how you feel about third. I guess it would be. I don't know how you feel about over the shoulder shooting, and I know you like RPG elements, and it has that. But unfortunately, again, due to EA's meddling, the RPG elements were kind of weakened over time.
No, I actually bought that game dot hack, and I'm like super. I would I'm like super because it is early 2000s combat, and it's like yeah,
Trash.
it's true, but it was only like $8.
But
Mikey,
that's
if you,
$8 that you could have in your pocket.
I know, and I'm gonna get to it, and like I don't know if I'm gonna play it on stream. Mikey, you can actually jump in the. You should be able to jump in the Discord and jump in the chat. I'm just having an open conversation, man.
That's how I feel about Dragon Age Inquisition. Is that like, I got um on a different PlayStation that does not belong to me. I got pretty far into the game, and the combat in that game it's it's turn-based combat, not turn-based combat. What am I talking about? The fucking top-down combat. But you have the option to do it from like third person and just play the character, and it's just because it's built for the top down shit. It's literally just you hold down the attack button and then you do the inputs for special attacks like an MMO. So it's basically MMO type combat, which is fucking boring. And the fact that I had to start the game over and just remembering, because I have no problem with grinding in a game when the combat is fun, but when I have to sit here and just fucking go through the most sluggish, boring shit combat, it doesn't matter how much I was enjoying the story of the game. I don't want to go through that.
it's one of the reasons why I actually didn't want to like Kingdom Hearts 1 combat. Oh shit. I went back and played it. Like I thought like it because it was really Kingdom Hearts 2 combat. It was actually better one. The sad part is Kingdom Hearts 2 combat is press triangle to win, basically. And they try to fix it in Kingdom Hearts 3, but it's just like and I'm serious, like it's certain games that I wish that I can go back and play. Because I actually have a PlayStation 2 that I want to actually get working and find some PlayStation 2 games. But it's just like I hate the fact that like you only get like certain games and how do I put it? I hate like games weren't archived like they needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love the fact that I literally have like two PS2s in my possession, and I just went, nah, I'm gonna just get an emulator.
Your ass would. Oh,
Yo, what is going on?
shit, nothing. Just here chilling. Or I am trying to get more like watch and subscribe and all that other. Um, Vegeta, this is Mikey. He is I met him on
Grinder, okay.
not my type. See, that's the problem. Like I don't mind the gay jokes when people say oh gay jokes, but it disrespects my real problem. I have a problem.
Wait,
Have a
now
problem.
hold on.
Your real problem. What's your real
My
problem?
problem is I like titties.
You can like titties and the pee pee. Come here, you little bitch. I'ma shoot you. Haha.
Like I don't mind. I'm joking. Like yeah. No,
No, I'm ugly. I get it. I'm
Yeah,
ugly and I don't have tits. I get it. No, that's fine.
it's alright. Just gain
I-
like 50 pounds and he'll be all over you. It's alright. You just gotta put in the work.
you know what,
Just
Mr.
flat,
Booty Eater?
flat chested and ugly. That's what he just called me. So I get it now. I understand.
So what's going on, Mikey? What you doing on this lovely Sunday afternoon?
I just got out of the fucking worst day of work in the history of work. So it's like, let me pop on YouTube real quick. I've been listening. Did you ever listen to Joe Budden's podcast?
Oh, I did.
Oh my God. Your boy is tripping. He fired his two homies that he built the show up with and then had a very messy explanation of everything. Just
Said
shit
Joe-
it on
You said
Just-
Joe Rogan?
Joe Budden.
Oh, Joe Biden. Okay.
Yeah. And just shit it all over him. And it was like, this is sloppy. This
Oof.
is bad. This
Don't-
is
That shit in public.
everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. But that's what he decided to do. So it was really, I don't know. For me, especially when like you do show like I do streaming with like my people and all that stuff like that. Like even if we had a huge falling out, I would just never talk about it. I'm like, sorry public, none of your fucking business. I'm just not going to talk to you about it. No, he just went out there and just lied essentially. So now they have to come up with like their videos to say what they feel like happened, and it's like, damn, dude, really? So,
Oh,
7
yeah.
years, 7 years though. It was a good ass show.
For me, that's one of the blessings and the curses of not actually body. I mean, like
It's risky.
yeah. Like I learned about having a messy breakup from a messy fucking marriage breaking up. So yeah, no. Podcast, something that actually deals with money. Besides, I wouldn't do it like that unless it how do I put it? I wouldn't start with my channel. I would actually have to create a new channel.
Right. Right.
Like
I mean, it's totally doable, and people do it all the time. But the rules have to be very public. Everybody needs to know exactly what's going on, and it can't be. Well, you know what? Since I started the YouTube channel, all of this is mine.
Well,
All of this is mine. Y'all get what I give you, and I
look,
give you what you deserve.
I learned my lesson from the non-sex shit. Like if you ever,
Oh
if
yeah,
yeah,
Mhm.
like oh god,
What a
that
mess!
was yeah, and
What a mess!
both of them were are pieces.
Yeah, I mean, people can think whatever they want to think about Steve or Kyle, but it's just really a shame to see a show that was pretty much must see YouTube. You know what I mean? Like those debates and shit like that. Everyone watched all of them, and it's all gone.
And like I know, like I don't want to rehash it, but like it's one of those things. Like two got together is like, yeah, yeah, that was. I don't know. I the only good thing about having a actually work with somebody young.
Wait, you don't? Why was I not told about this? I think everyone just has to be comfortable with everybody else's level of effort, and like I think the commitment needs to be there for everybody. But I'm very hands-on and I'm very tech nerdy, so I prefer to do this stuff, which makes more work for me. But that also means everyone else kind of trusts my judgment. They trust me to do things. So without that trust, it just turns into a pissing contest. But if they didn't trust me,
That's
or
that fun.
what is that?
Got eyes and cross teeth.
Uh-oh, I'm losing your mic there.
uh,
And it was cutting out in the feed. I think your noise suppressant's up a little too high because it would if you talked a little softer, it would just be gone.
all right, let me try this. I don't want to. I may have to turn off my.
Man, it should be fine. You don't got like a brass band going down the street or nothing.
Not right.
But not today. All the kids are graduating.
That is true. Wait. Um. God damn it. Having monitors, well, free TV, campaigning is my be annoying, especially when you have all the same type and the remote affects the slightly different ways.
Let's see, that sounds like the problem of living that miserly life. Something we all struggle with.
Hey,
And that's why I just went through and bought the two monitors and plugged in my tablet. Now I've got three screens that are independent of each other. It's great. I can game on one, have Discord on the other, and have the other one on because why not?
look, not all of us are flush with that sexy brown man cash that you get for like whispering to like oh desperate
Hey, look
housewives
what
and shit.
look what I do with old ladies is none of your goddamn business.
You're absolutely do with
It's
old
all
ladies.
someone's always hating. You know, that's what I find. Someone's
Exactly.
always
Yeah,
hating.
whatever happened to sex work is real work, Crimson. Come on.
I look. I didn't say that. I didn't say. Hey, it's not work unless you get a W-2.
Shit.
Oh shit! And last time I checked, you wasn't doing it for work. You was.
Uh, I'm too focused on the Krogans charging at me to have a response right now.
So,
Shit.
what is it that you like about Mass Effect? Like, you got to help me out with that
It's
one.
fun.
So for me,
It's fun, dude.
for me the best part is the is interacting with the characters, going through all the side quests and even the main story and just all that stuff is the best part for me. And for the second and third game, the combat is also fun, and since they've actually remastered the combat in the Legendary Edition for the first game, I'm not even mad at it, and I'm actually having fun shooting things now. Typically, like I said before, typically I would just skip shit because I wouldn't want to deal with the raggedy ass combat. But right now, I'm actually having a good time fighting stuff.
What's your Twitch channel name?
It's just Crimson Six. I have no imagination.
There we go. For
Oh,
whatever reason, I tried to click the link in your description and it like yelled at me and told me like someone's gonna steal your password. I was like, I doubt it. Probably not. I mean, I'd have to type it in.
All right, so
I have I have gotten my hands on a pistol that is way stronger than it has any right to be.
Which one?
Let's see.
The Phalanx.
Stiletto 4.
Which one are you playing?
I'm on Mass Effect 1 right now.
Oh, okay. I have all of them. I just haven't played all of them. I got introduced to it on 3, which I know you were just railing against, but I loved it, and all I did was play the fucking what's it called, the multiplayer.
Yeah, the
That's
multiplayer was fun. I just don't like the part where it actually has an effect on the campaign.
Gotta get my galactic readiness up, dog.
Yeah, that's dog shit. Just let me enjoy the campaign and do this bullshit fucking wave mode if I want to, which it was fun, but I don't want to have to consistently do this just to have points that affect my gameplay in the single player. That's dumb, and that should never be a thing.
I loved it. I'll do it again. I'm actually I'm gonna turn it on right now because it's just the best thing ever. You're just so wrong. It's the best. It's the greatest. There's never been anything. No, it's always personal, and I would always play with friends.
I used to play with my little brother. We would just go through and try to unlock more alien races, and I would always get fucked over and rarely would get anything good.
Yeah, the RNG in that game was
Bullshit.
tough. It was tough. It was not fun, but it has its benefits. Like because you couldn't get the weapons you wanted, I went biotic for like everything. Or I would
Yeah,
and we would just run we used to run platinum like for hours. Um like that super hard mode, but we would just have everybody would just be very conscious of their choices, and we would just all right, someone's a Vorcha to set everybody on fire, someone puts out the singularity. All right, who's going to be the trigger person? Okay, you got snap freeze, use that. And then it was just like fun to just totally obliterate fucking multiple bosses per round with no gunfire at all.
The most fun I had, other than playing with my brother, was the fun shit poster you could do. Like, there was one time I got in the lobby with other people, and we all had mics. And we were like, hey, we should all play Volus. That'd be fucking hilarious. So 3 of us were Volus, and there was one person who didn't have one. and picked a Geth Prime, and we just kept getting our asses beat, and they had to carry the whole match. And it was worth it for the meme.
I I can't honestly say that we never did that because I'm pretty sure we did that too.
And the funny part was I eventually found out. I don't know, maybe not eventually, but at one point I found out that the Volus engineer that I had was actually a decent character, and I was able to actually play him fairly well until I got to maybe gold. Then he was just too much of a pain in the ass because he couldn't hide behind cover, and it's awful.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was too small. You couldn't even peek around corners. You'd have to just expose yourself because
Yeah,
you
and then
couldn't.
you immediately just get shot down in 3 seconds.
What was
Yeah.
that what was that thing called that the Primes had? That little like hockey puck you would throw out that would just pop your shields. Oh,
Yeah,
what was that
yeah.
thing?
I don't know.
But
I
you
never
know
got the
exactly what
Geth
I'm
Prime. My little brother he got the Geth Prime. I didn't get
No,
shit.
no, no, no. No, when you're fighting the Geth. And
Or
the when the primes would come around the corner, the fucking dubstep monsters would come out
yeah,
of the fucking shit, and the next thing you know, he throws this. You're hiding behind cover. He throws a little hockey puck behind you. It levitates, and it's just a pink, pink,
yeah.
pink. And I'm like, fuck, my shields, my shields.
I was trained since the first game that if a Geth Prime is coming, you either gun it down while it's far away or you run. So I've never let them get that close.
You're making me want it. You got 3? Let's play 3. Come on, let's do it for old
I've
time's
got
sake.
on what system do you have 3? Because I have the legendary 3 where they removed the multiplayer, and then I have 3 on the PS3.
Oh yeah, I'm on Xbox.
Ugh, F.
Wow. Great
Maybe I'll start
divide.
streaming. I know, right? And
I
now I hate him forever. You know what? Crimson was right about you. That wasn't work at all.
Wow.
Flipped it 180. Just flipped it 180. Just like, you know what? Bury this guy.
I don't like the way
What
this
do you want?
console pleb is talking to me.
You know what? I actually, and you heard it yesterday when I was talking about it. Like me and my daughter have a divide. She wants Xbox, and I'm just PlayStation. Like,
Oh, so so you're a filthy snob, I see.
wait, how
Oh,
am I a snob?
I had a PlayStation, and then I got enough money to get it. And then I had enough money to get a real system, and then I got an Xbox.
With
You
all
better
that money that I save, I actually have games.
damn. See,
I got Game Pass, man.
unlike you fucking peasants, I'm playing on PC with my massive fucking gamer cock.
Yeah, okay.
There is, sometimes those can be too big. There is a too big.
Whatever, I don't give a fuck.
That's never what she said.
Shit.
Well, I mean, when you're delivering cervix punches, she might complain a little bit.
Hey, look, at least you don't have a baby carrot.
Oof. That man had nothing to do with this, and you just had to roast him out of nowhere.
Dude, okay. So I know you don't follow this shit, but he said it at a point was like, yeah, I need to go to the hospital because I'm thinking about doing crazy shit.
Crazy shit. So he's gonna try and enlarge his penis.
No, he put his fingers next to the land whale's head and is like, if I had a gun,
Oh my.
yes.
Yikes.
Yeah. So people were like, "Dawg, this is far."
I don't know how I feel about you calling somebody else a land whale.
Oh, oh.
Look, Moby gobbles everything up. Like she would be a decent person if she wasn't such a horrible.
This rubber ball would be blue if it just wasn't red.
Oh, if you don't know, Mikey, we talking about Jenny for Christ. I don't know if you ever heard of her, but count yourself. already see.
I think they add.
Jenny for
I
say
Yeah.
Jenny for Christ.
No, Shanny for Christ.
Oh, Shani.
Shamu for Christ.
Gammy for Christ.
Let's not body shame. It's not cool, even though it feels good.
Look, it's okay. She's a bad person. It's okay. Crimson's fat too, so everything he says to her goes half to himself.
Oh, I'm not a manipulating gaslighter.
I was talking about the body shaming, not about her being a terrible person.
I know. Like it was to a point where he was like, you know what, I messed up. I probably need some help. Like apologize. What do you apologize for?
I'll be back.
Yeah, no problem. It got so bad that she like, well, why should I apologize? You get up and hit me, walk out and hit me, and she had that look like.
Wait, hold on. He just got disconnected. Give him a second.
Now he said he'd be back.
Uh,
So how's it going with life, man? Any developments to talk about? Besides your plot to
I'm
take over the world?
I'm fully vaccinated, so that's great. That's one less thing to worry about. I think we talked about my whole driver license situation. Hopefully,
I didn't know if you want to put that on like on.
I'll just be vague. I'll just be vague. It's just hopefully that test. Hopefully, unless it gets canceled, the test will be on the 25th. I think. I've got a screenshot and an email to check if I'm wrong, but so that hopefully will go, and then yeah.
That's good to
I'll,
hear. Like
I
having,
also oh go ahead go ahead.
having a car is fun.
Well, that's the fun part is I have a car. I just don't have a license.
I mean, like it's a lot of things. The car, a lot of things you could. Car, people you. Anyway,
That's the fun part about the car. It's a fucking it's a truck. So I have plenty of room to do people in the car.
you know what? You're a bastard. You are a bastard. Um, and I'm no better because I actually have a fucking mini. To be fair though, I have my mini. I transport my supplies when I go fucking art show.
Supplies. What are you bringing your own table?
Actually, no, I actually have fuck, what are they called? Those tubs that you carry I carry. I have about two of them, and sometimes I bring grid wall, like 6 foot by 3 grid wall.
Uh, ugh. Ugh. Yeah.
Motherfucker,
Yeah.
when are you gonna actually do for your art and shit?
Um, it's a good question.
All the forms that you fucking do.
I mean, I'm still working on music shit. Right now, I'm just focusing on learning this production bullshit
Production.
because, like actually using a what is it called? Fucking, what is it fucking called? DAW. There we go. A digital audio workspace. DAWs. Using DAWs is new and it's painful because it's all new. It's like my brain has an understanding of how to instrument. I don't. I hate working with these fucking programs to do shit, and it makes me angry. And my brain does that thing where I make some headway, and then things get frustrating again, and I just don't want to do it anymore.
I understand. So like so there was a uh artist call, and like you saw like the fucking graphic novel chapter that I had, and I want to actually finish it, but it's just like I forgot how much work it took to get the 18 pages that I already have. And yeah, it took some time. I don't know those things, and I really want to complete it, but I have to. I just have to have 5 pages. But I know if I don't complete before I submit, like I don't want to be unprepared. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
That's why. But it's just like I'm not gonna lie. Every time I go, I feel like I'm under prepared to draw at least the actions I want to. One of those I wanted.
It definitely helps to have the ability to just, correct mistakes rather than having to be stuck with the whole issue of, damn, I made a mistake and I drew that line too dark, and now after erasing it, it's still very obviously there. Or since I was working with paint and fucked something up, there's just nothing I can do here other than paint over it and start it again.
Yeah, but like I guess I've always been under the mindset if you gotta do fucked up too, better too, very bad habits over. How amazing could it be? And I also see where they like basically they do the hand draw stuff and touch it up in digital, scan it and over it, and it's just one of those things. It works better that way. You know what I mean?
Yes, I've seen. I don't know if I've seen anybody touch up their artwork, but I've seen. I don't know if you ever heard of James Reyes. He's a Canadian artist. Um, he worked on a lot of Transformer comics back in the day. Um, with a lot of his videos, what he'll do is he'll draw something. He'll draw it out on paper. He'll sketch it in blue or red so they can easily phase that out after he scans it, and then he'll ink it, and then he'll go digitally and color it.
That's where I kind of want to. Like you seen some. I actually like the. I like how our acetone markers are. I wonder if it would carry over with if I ever get a topic markers.
I don't know.
That's I really work on. Want to work on digital, but if I don't have to work on, if I can stick with traditional, I would stick. I have to. I'm comfortable. Now I did try to dabble in actual acrylic paint. That was interesting.
Acrylic suffering. Alright.
How's the weather where you at, man?
It's pretty clear, I guess. I haven't been outside today, so I don't know. I don't know exactly, but looking out my window, it looks pretty clear.
A motherfucker like, god damn. So I live about a mile away from the Chicago Lake. That shit. And I went for a fucking bike ride early enough to like miss people that's going out. They just weather,
Mm-hmm.
but it was actually nice enough to like meet. Like you, like I'm sure you can understand. Like there are people that go out to like a park that goes for like fitness shit. There's people that go to hang out.
Yep.
So I miss the people going for the fitness things, and for the it was like for like I went for the fitness people versus I'm going here to hang out. I was actually having a conversation with somebody I was talking to on a dating app, and what tells me is like when you go out to the I don't know like go to a nice area and I guess you can say people or come. I'm not gonna say wrong. I'm not gonna say wrong. People go places for some of the most fucked up ass reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't go out to like it's the whole thing where you see that may have ill going out and doing like, ooh, I'm gonna go to this place fix. And I find myself where people would like normally go to do like shit like that. I find myself kind of like touching grass or dealing with nature. And it's fucked up because you don't want that good time spoiled by people. I'm rambling. I'm fucking. Anyway,
See, I tend to go do things like go on walks, I tend to go to places where I know there will be no people at all because they get on my nerves.
yeah, because I don't like people
I noticed.
at all. Um,
Fucking cancer on this planet.
I wasn't trying to go there, but you.
Look, if we don't want it to be true, then we need to stop acting like cancer. We need to stop going around and disrupting and destroying the entire system around us until it crumbles.
However, we could be better. I will give. It's not like we're doing or participating in things that may actually harm the world and make the planet inhabitable for like us and most of the species. Oh wait,
Yep. Humanity. It's gross.
So let me ask you this without getting too heavy about it. What is your feelings on what happened over Palestine?
Oh boy, what have we got going on in Palestine? 'Cause I'm
You didn't know?
nope.
Oh boy. God. Okay. So about a month.
Was it another bombing? I feel like it was another bombing.
More than that, it's large scale destructions. For example, about a month ago, um, they started forcefully evicting Palestinians out of homes in the West Bank and all the other.
Oh boy.
And so you know that sparked. And so the third holiest site in Jerusalem, or like not Jerusalem, Muslim world, police came and raided that. Had people celebrating. So imagine Charlottesville, but the roles were reversed. Like it was the Israeli people that was outside clapping and yelling and hollering and gay.
Earth, everybody. It's a great planet filled with with a great number of species that aren't the worst at all.
So here's the fun. Of course, you know how it goes. Palestinians, they do rocket launch. It's been like like 90.
Of course.
Yeah, that's of course, you know. Let's not forget like the genocide that's happening. That's happening. I don't want to miss,
Mm. Yep.
which is kind of sad. Doesn't have
Yeah, but profits.
right
These
wing,
human lives are getting in the way of my money. Get rid of them.
right wingers and shit. You know, shit like that. You know,
Yeah, it's a fun thing. It's a fun dynamic we live in where it's like you got the right wing politicians going, hey, we should just bomb out all these brown people because I need money and they're in the way of my money. And then you have the blue Republicans who go, okay, look, we can bomb them, but don't say any racial slurs about them when you bomb
you didn't go there, did you?
them. And I'm just over here like, can we just not bomb them, please?
Wow. Get the blue. There are blue Republicans, and they hide behind the whole. Well, I believe in this, and it's just like, yo, oh fuck, like
I mean, I'm definitely glad to see that some more that more left-leaning individuals are starting to gain traction in the Democratic Party. That's a good sign, but it's not happening fast enough. Too much shit is going wrong at too fast of a pace.
I mean, like I I don't know. I've been watching politics. Not getting. It's not getting any worse per se. It's just that the mass off thrown like county's over.
It's not that the politics are getting worse. What's getting worse is the state of the planet we live on. and things are accelerating towards chaos. Our planet's well, the planet will be fine, but the life on this planet is damn near fucked, and we still don't give a damn about it, despite the fact that it's right there in front of us, just completely adjusting the habitats of the planet and destroying species on a mass scale on a daily basis. Despite the fact that there are more efficient ways to do things, we continue to use dwindling resources that will just continue to exacerbate this problem. It's just disgusting.
But my
Eh,
profit.
Exactly. And the funny part is just like all this profit hunting bullshit, ugh, is all fine and dandy, except for the fact that this end goal of profit will inevitably get in the way of your own profit when you're fucking dead. Because it may only be affecting third world countries, unfortunately, at the moment. But once it gets to us, the amount of money you have isn't gonna stop a fucking hurricane, fucking not hurricanes, but all kinds of gross, disgusting pollution annihilating your life.
But like I can live in a bunker and wait for all the
Yeah,
not be around anymore because rich. Um, and then like I will be fine because my
because I am
bunkers
rich. Because I like money.
because my bunk like I can be fine. Okay, I'm just like I totally messed. Like this is the one thing that I hate about this game because like if you don't fucking start a city, it can just. Uh, right, I'm just like
I'm
tired of this game. That's what it is.
I'm I'm just over here fascinated by actually playing a remaster of a game that they actually improved it instead of just reskinning it and shipping it off. Fucking crazy.
Especially since it was done by EA Masters.
Exactly. It's like because BioWare on their own was a fantastic gaming studio. They were making fine games, and then EA got involved and was like, "What's that? You need time to put together your game? Fuck you. You got a year left. Finish my game, and I want my money by the end of the year."
Is it what game they just make is not just trash as shit like fuck.
Wasn't it Anthem?
Yes, Anthem. The fuck? And that's gonna be the next big game.
The
And
game that died a slow, painful death.
it's still alive,
A
barely.
slow, painful death.
And it's fucked up that
A slow, painful death.
Apex Legends, which is just um fuck, what's the name's multiplayer? Titanfall's multiplayer with more flair. How
But
is
hey, you can fly.
I tried playing it one time, but it's like it wasn't fun.
See, I heard MMO, and I went, nah.
No, when Anthem came out, it was brick and console.
Even better.
Like it brick consoles, and I'm like, the fuck? How is it a game brick console?
You know what? That's how good of a game it is. It's so good, your console will literally fucking explode. It'll only cause mild damage to all of your property and any people in the area. Oh yeah.
Actually, fucking like more people don't get mad about this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't get mad about. I can't understand. Like, how can
Calibrate. Because hee game fun.
like I don't see why more people out not having a fit like this.
I just love the fact that there's humans on this planet being paid fucking just pennies for painstaking work, and actually are out there going, no, I don't need to get paid enough to live my life, comfortably. What? These liberals are crazy to think that how dare they think that I, a hardworking individual, need to be paid enough to survive from working? Oh, but the kids, but the teenagers work at McDonald's and they don't need a living wage. We'll just ignore the reality that that's not the case. The majority of people who work at fast food joints are actually grown adults trying to support families. Or the fact that just because you are a teenager does not suddenly mean that you won't need money to supply your life, and that there's a good argument for why you would need to start up savings before you even reach adulthood in the first place in this fucking shambling fucking mess of an economy.
Okay, okay. See, you sound bitter and you haven't fully gone through it. I'm bitter because I have gone through it.
I'm bitter because of the fact that that my generation is completely fucked, and we live in an economy where just everything is more difficult than it was just for the last generation, which can be said for the generation before that.
Yeah,
Where
no.
it's just like the boomers were just like, woo, look at all this money we're making. And then the kids after them were like, yeah, look at all this money. And then the kids of the boomers are like, wow, I'm suffering. And then the kids and then their kids are just sitting here like, man, where is the money? Where is it?
Look, I am telling you, I am at a point I feel. I know 30 hours talking one.
Oh yeah, that sounds reasonable.
I was just talking to my works at the airport. Like nobody wants to fucking work. And it's the motherfuckers who are like right in their 40s.
What you don't understand, liberal, is that clearly you working what 40 hours like a fucking weak liberal cuck is just that. How dare you think that 40 hours out of a week should earn you the right to live? You should be working at least 70 hours. Fuck the fact that you need sleep. Fuck the research that says that you actually need to sleep twice a day. Nah, fuck that. You need to be working all the time, annihilate your mental and physical health, and then be a crippled fucking husk and die.
But what did they say? Don't get sick, and if you do, die quickly.
And then what these liberals out here saying such ridiculous things like, "Oh, I want to not die because of a sickness that I have no control over." Ridiculous. No, you need to either die or be in crippling debt, you fucking plebeian. How dare you? How dare you think that your life means anything?
over
If
profits.
you're, don't you know what's really important is my fucking money? You bitch. Now shut your ass up and get back to work. Get back to the fucking mines.
You surf.
You
Oh shit. Hey, buddy, you okay? You alright?
Or better yet, my favorite gem. Wow, look at all these millennials that don't work. Meanwhile, they're currently the hardest working generation. And look at these Gen Xers, lazy bastards. We'll just ignore the fact that the job market is a fucking mess and just trying to get a job is damn near impossible.
I am.
I know. Yeah, I know. I love hearing that shit. It's just I love that stereotype. Like these millennials are a bunch of entitled, lazy, little whiny piss babies. Meanwhile, the millennials born in the '80s have been working their asses off, and then as the millennials get younger, it goes from working your ass off to sitting there wondering why you can't even get a job and you are in crippling debt.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we all know that we all know that
I
yeah.
also love the projection from the baby boomers, the most entitled generation to ever exist, where it's just like these lazy millennials, these fucking they feel so entitled. Anyway, give me all your labor and no you don't deserve proper compensation. I own your labor. I'm entitled to it because I'm rich.
Socialism. They're commies. Like the fuck?
What? A living wage? Do you mean communism? What's that? You want to not die because of an illness you had no control over? Disgusting communism. Shit, what's that? You want to not die from a disease that was preventable, but you know what? You're still a human being and you know deserve medical attention to not fucking die? Fuck you. Give me money. Because I deserve money more than you deserve your life.
It's always nice and cheery having you on.
Oh yeah. You know me. I'm out here talking about how the fucking world is sunshine, rainbows, and kitten farts. Well, if you don't want it to get darker, don't have more black people on your fucking fucking streams.
Wow, that went dark. No, it actually fucking killed. So,
Other than police and bullets.
shut up. No, I was actually watching this video about this guy talking about climbing a corporate ladder is bull. Motherfuckers get it now. Climbing a corporate ladder is bullshit because a few things can actually happen. One, simplest thing, they can come and kick the ladder from right up underneath you. There ain't no more one ladder. Two, they can cool, you're on the ladder. Let's add about 600 more rungs on that ladder.
What's that? You do a lot of work and efforts to move up in the corporate world? Well, let's not give him a promotion. He's doing his job too well.
Or three, like you climb the ladder and you realize you've been climbing it for no shit up there for you.
Oh yeah. You mean to tell me I spent thousands of hours of my life working my ass off in a fucking cuticle, annihilating my spine and suffering mentally, spending no time with my 3 kids and neglecting my wife and my sex life for nothing? All just so I could lick the sweat off the balls of my corporate overlords?
And the funny fucking part about it is, if you want to be a CEO, you want to claim to be a CEO, go start your own business. You'll be the CEO. He's like,
The funny part is people who do that shit have a fucking way higher chance of success than some fucking like fucking cockholster who decides I'm gonna work for this company and climb the corporate ladder. Yeah,
And you
because
know,
they'll acknowledge my efforts.
and it was like he was like, yeah, it's stupid, but like if you want a guaranteed way of being a CEO, just start your own company and call it a fucking day. That shit was
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
And from where I sit, it seems like CEOs don't really need to be good at anything to fucking do the job. So
And
fuck it.
that was a point that he made. It's like these motherfuckers, like some people who get they don't earn their way. They just play politics and shit. Like, and that was the funniest fucking thing. Ah, the shit is true, and it's sad. It's sad because it's true, and most people don't realize that shit.
See, for me, I have the great bonus in life of being a filthy fucking artist. So the corporate ladder sounds like bullshit that I will take no part in.
Yeah. See, I I came to my art a little. That was because I was just I I actually started drawing in earnest back again. I working on my call center job. Calls. That's what I did. That's why I became such a pro. Yeah, I'm out of this. I need something.
Uh,
So actually spending time in Conan. Right, they're gonna have a whole new island, Isle of Sin,
Yay. But
and
are they going to make the game playable?
the playable is such a relative term.
Oh, is it now?
It is such a relative term. Like, dude, like I so I'm thinking about starting a new channel, which it seems like stupid. At least new my Twitch actually say. Where I actually go back and actually start playing the game that I bought that I don't play. Like you know how you buy a lot of games that you don't play.
No, because I'm poor and any game I buy is what I'm going to play.
Okay, so let me correct myself. You know how PlayStation gives you games each month that you have time to download?
There we go. Like
Exactly.
I did with Conan.
Like I actually have Assassin's Creed Ezio collection, like some of the best mother in this. I know you love Assassin's Creed.
No. I love the combat in Assassin's Creed 3. Everything else about the game is boring or dog shit. Because that tomahawk, like I said before, is the most satisfying weapon in all of video games, and you can't tell me otherwise.
Believe in Warframe. I am telling you. You can actually take it and run around like a chakram like Xena, and you can actually throw the shit off. Comes back at your ass.
Ah, like Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Another game where the combat is incredibly fun and the rest of the game is fucking boring. I don't think there's ever been a game in my life where I literally just skipped all dialogue throughout the entire game and just beat things to death. But that was the first game. That was the first game. I was like, fuck your plot, fuck whatever's going on. This is boring. Let me fucking hit things with shock rims and a great sword.
Did you ever watch Castlevania?
Nope.
Fuck, the last season. I mean, really fucking good. Hey, let's. How much? How much video game shit do we actually put? Like, how much like action can we put in this? We can put all the action in. That's why I was actually like when I
Yeah,
say
I like a good fighting scene, but for me, the most important is that sexy plot. Good.
but see, that's the thing. They did actually. I want to say, was it Castlevania part of the story? I think it was for Castlevania, and it was like I like the characters in it. I will say that I love because have Trevor, which is Phil's son, have Cipher, which like the know all like, magic you like for some reason likes to have Alucard. Quite frankly, Alucard. I don't know the rabbit. Like he's like if you know how the dude Edward from fucking Twilight was all broody lonely and shit like that.
Why the fuck would I know what Edward from Twilight was like?
Know the me. But it
I
was
know
if
I know the memes made fun of how he was a sparkly bitch.
oh Alucard is like yeah, like blonde hair, like vampire vibes and like pretty boy, right? But Alucard is if like the oh what was me vampire actually
Wah.
a badass that actually did kill people, not whine about kill people, but kind of had daddy issues.
Ah, yes. The characters from any video game in the early 2000s. Grr.
Exactly.
I am upset and brooding. My dad didn't love me. I am sad and angry and edgy, and I will now use the power of darkness to annihilate everything on the screen and then go back to whining and bitching.
Like it was a lot in the scene. Like, granted, I understand him being pissed off. Like after he had to kill his dad, like two people in the castle trying to learn magic, they kind of like portray like it's possible. They were in the middle of sexy time. Like
Oh no.
like you won't act just like they like tied him up, getting ready to kill him.
Did he
Yeah.
at least get to finish his nut?
No.
Oh well, then everyone involved needs to be strung up by the balls.
Oh, well, you're ahead of the game because like fucking and he put him on pikes. Like y'all fucking tried to kill me in the middle of sexy time. Put him on pikes.
You have interrupted my nut. You have earned yourself a cancellation of your free subscription to breathing. And whoop up. There we go. Alright.
The fuck? How did like I fucking know. Oh my god, I need a vac- But you know I get paid. because I have overtime that I needed to supplement. I can't. So the time off I need for working is actually back because I work as that
But
makes sense.
Crimson, blah 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 blah, capitalism, blah 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 blah, American dream, blah 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 blah, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, blah blah blah. You know,
Although I do thank everybody who's been watching right now and help grow my channel and actually help you guys. I want to say thank you for
donate
watching.
now, you fucking filthy cash cows. Do it now.
Dude, I am such a poor streamer. I just like having fun, talking shit, and like
Give nah, give this black man money. Look at him. He's so sad. Look at him. Look how sad he is. Look at him. He's sad and black and sad. That just ain't right.
no, like I. Oh my god, like shit, like I don't get how people like. Hey, I'm providing you a service. I'm entertaining. Donate, but people coming up with some elaborate ass lies like, oh, my dog walked down the street, he tripped a young old lady. Now I got to pay for her like walker to be like,
You're not gonna believe this, right? I was sitting there on the beach having a good time when suddenly a bee crawled up my ass and stung me in the asshole, and now I need you to help me pay for my medical bills.
like, but like that's some stories that I fucking heard before. And like, dude, like I get like how people that and this is one of the things that I don't get about some like I get how people like they work hard at a 9 to 5 and like why should somebody just back on they don't get to I get that and yeah I get why people actually feel and like it's certain people that I just don't want them to work for. I'm sorry. It's certain people that I don't want to see work for. I if they can actually have a job, they don't have to deal with the public, but they don't have a certain responsibility. Like I would feel society is better. You ever known somebody that the only like fast food customer service shit that just did not fit? Like
I don't think I've met anybody who I've considered that incompetent since high school. So
I'm not that is they can't do the job, but it's one of those things where it's just like no, maybe you should like case in point. So I don't know if you saw the story about the young man who was in a hotel and he had a break. He had a break. Customer was agitated. Quite frankly, wasn't he has um orders. I may have but somebody was just saw this man like like that point like dog you don't customer service like
because customer service is one of the worst experiences a human being can go through.
yeah it's like it's not a shade function in life but it's a like but we do the customer service. Some of the I work in customer service. I've changed some of the things that people
It's fucking gross.
like, if you actually, they wouldn't say that shit. I guess with the outbreak of
It's not an outbreak. It's just now it's a meme. So every time it happens, they want to put it on camera. But it's been happening for a long time. It's nothing new.
I just
Yeah.
I just like it, like fuck, like nobody should have to fucking just base themselves in order to scrounge by. Like, really, are literally having somebody just like, it's your money ain't worth all that. Your money, but
Well,
it is.
especially not for fucking minimum wage, fucking slave wage bullshit. Hey, I'm gonna give you enough money to barely pay your rent and not be able to feed yourself. Now I want you to go through a bunch of harrowing, difficult physical and or mental fucking work. And if you don't like it, you can get fucked because it's difficult to get a better job.
Like, I want to do this fucking video, and I guess because I'm fucking playing, I want to do this fucking video. Like, millionaires tell people how they're spending money in their career. And this motherfucker said, like, well, my car notice. Yeah, I was talking about his car notice dollars. He's like, see, look at him right there, spending money incorrectly. He basically paying $800 for his car. Might as well just go get a $7,000 beater, run that to it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, only a motherfucker that's so out of touch. The fact that why most people hit a $300 car note is they had so many of those $7,000 beaters that they ran until they fucking couldn't run. Like, fuck these money. Like, yeah, no, fuck you guys.
Uh, I love it. It's just like, hey, you need to just spend your money better. Just ignore the rapid fire propaganda thrown at you from the day that you can fucking interpret what's on the television screen and on the ads around you that tell you to buy this, buy that, you need this, part of a complete breakfast. Excellent source of protein. Oh, you need this to lose weight. You gotta have this new clothes or you're just a fucking loser. You gotta have this. Oh, and then suddenly, wait, where'd all my money go? I thought this was all the stuff I needed. Oh, look at this fucking idiot. Look at him. He didn't know how to spend his money properly. What a fucking moron.
Yeah, because fucking do, like, okay, I'm sure you saw the video. Half a billion.
I don't even know.
All right.
I try to avoid just things that frustrate me in general. It's
All right.
better for my mental health.
So it was this guy. He's like building a house in Bel Air called The One, and he's valuing it at $500 million.
I
And
just got this sudden feel. I just got this sudden feeling to just bludgeon someone with a object typically used for screwing tires onto cars.
so you're going when you're looking at this motherfucker because it's like lifestyles of the rich, famous. The guys going around like lifestyles of the rich and famous, right? And dude, like the house that he's building or his house is walking around like he on fucking like nose candy. Like with the whole scratching and shit, like yeah, 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 like talking fast and shit, walking around like he's on
Good old sniffy dust.
a couple of bumps, huh? And then like they sit down because it's like the house is so big that they have to split it into two 40-minute sections. And then you sit down and you hear the interviews, like, and you just hear the sadness in the motherfucker's voice, like, oh yeah, because he mentioned it a couple times. He's like, my wife, who I met during COVID, now we're getting divorced. Like, dude, like, and we getting divorced because she wouldn't listen to me. Like, wait, what the fuck? And not only that, like, he was like, and like, in one of my houses that I built, I'm already in chapter 11, and this house, I've had the notice to basically to start in the foreclosure process, and it's just like, dude, you, and I'm like, dude, like, no, that's not good. That's good, man. That don't. Oh, it's just like rich fucks are fucking crazy. And it's like,
People are literally out here trying to get apartments and houses and struggling because fuck you, poor people, your credit score is too low. Get fucked.
exactly. But motherfuckers in owe $100 in debt. And all he just need, or we just need to watch this how he's building a fucking house. Like, yeah, fuck these. And they want to tell poor people they need to make better life choices. Like, and like you can just hear the sad. He even said it's like, man, I got a lot of billionaire friends. I'm not a billionaire. I don't. But I was sitting back. I had billionaire friends, and I was sitting in my home, and I couldn't buy a cheeseburger. I was like, I was gonna change this. Billionaire friend. That's not your friend for wall decoration. And this motherfucker wasn't flawless either. He literally said that he's concerned about sustainability, but this motherfucking house has, I think it was like 10 pools. Not only that, has suede wallpaper, but he's concerned about sustainability. Yeah, like fucker, like how are you concerned about you got suede wallpaper? Like legit. And I feel so bad because I had to show my neighbor this shit, right?
Yep.
Like I showed him the Andrew Tate video about Spider-Man. This motherfucker wanted to punch the screen.
Makes sense.
I just think Andrew Tate is a funny fucking idiot. Like it's that person that you know is stupid as fuck, and only the stupidest motherfucking people that have no fucking power, no will to that listen to him. But yeah, oh shit, stopping a little. It'll make
Yeah, and I gotta do my workout. So
that's the beauty. Bike ride. It's for and it's for work.
yeah, Mel.
I get to a point right now when I ride my bike, or last summer I ride my bike. It's fucking. Now sometimes I overdo it. I only supposed to go like 6 miles, and I end up going. and legs feel like they motherfucker. Still, that shit is fun, especially on the lake. There's beach parks and trails.
Oh yeah.
If anybody's been on the Chicagoland Lake, they know what it is. I know. Um, I know. What do you think about them lifting like or
Oh boy. Here we go again.
think that people lie about getting vaccinated?
Oh.
Don't go all about the shit.
This is the in the United, at least in the United States, I don't trust these fucks. I do not trust Americans to do shit.
What you mean? Lie? Lie women.
The numbers may not lie, but the people using them can.
I just think
Uh,
that you're gonna get a lot of people like the numbers gonna back up, fucked again.
Pretty much. And then of course, as per usual, you're gonna have the dipshits who, despite the fact that this happens every time that mask restrictions are fucking lifted, you're gonna have the fucking dipshits who go, if the mask worked, then why did it get worse? Because somehow they're going to be able to disconnect the fact that people stopped wearing masks. Because fuck me, I guess reason goes out the window when it comes to humanity.
I I just uh, it just irritates the hell out of me, man. Like, and I get it. Like, I know some people are like, even though they vaccinated, they're gonna like, and I get the cautiousness. Like, I how do I put it? This whole American thing of like, I'm not going to be inconvenienced for somebody else is
Oh yeah,
so
the typical fuck everybody else. I gotta get mine. Wait a minute, why isn't anybody be having common courtesy for me? I don't understand.
man. Fuck these people. Fuck these people. They fuck them. I want to do it myself. Wait, I need help.
Fuck them. It's about me. Wait, why isn't anybody helping me? Why'd that person screw me over? I don't understand.
So now that I have you on stream, I want to actually ask this question because it's brought up. Not in the chat, but it brought up before. Motherfucker. When are we gonna do a sit down show, like repeatedly?
A sit down show repeatedly.
Yeah.
Given that I don't really have a set schedule at the moment because I have to work on it because I have to get my license first. I can pretty much do it almost whenever.
It's just gonna be Sundays. We get on and talk shit. Like, yeah, because that seems like the best time.
Fucking hate this goddamn game.
And yet you're playing it.
No, I was just reminded that this mission is fucking stupid. Because they randomly put, because in the game you have the ability to make your character have either charm, well, not either. You can have your character have charm or intimidation, charm, intimidation, or both, depending on how you want to play it. And for some reason, this mission just arbitrarily has one dialogue where you have just have no choice but to have, if you want to go the fucking charm route, you have to have maxed out fucking charm for no reason in this mission that is in the middle of the game. And it's fucking stupid. And of course, like always, I fucking forgot, and now I'm already at that point. And in order to go back, my fucking save is way before I did this mission. So I'm pissed off now.
There's a reason why. I actually went back and started playing Spider-Man again. Miles Morales one. My opinion. Yeah. And you're probably right. I probably wouldn't like Mass Effects because I hate the I know it's RPG. I don't mind RPG, but I hate force constricted ass RPG.
In what regard?
So if I'm doing a story game, make it a story game. Don't try to give me false choices.
What am I doing? I need that shit.
You don't even know what. Nah, like okay, so um, I couldn't. I don't like. I think that's one of the reasons why I never did games like Elder Scrolls. Like farthest I want to go with dialogue trees, like the game happening Diablo 2.
Well, as far as Elder Scrolls, I mean, the main quest is not really affected by your choices. That's more side quests that are affected by the thing you say in the dialogue trees. And there are slight changes, but the overall plot stays the same. And in this game, it's the same way. Like the overall plot stays the same. It's just certain things will be different, or they'll be or just and certain things will be different, or just won't happen depending on your decisions. But the basic story itself will happen the same way, roughly.
Yeah,
Which I would prefer if shit was more open ended rather than illusion of choice. But I do like the characters, and I do like the characters and the character interactions enough to where it doesn't bother me too much.
that illusion of choice thing kind of gets.
Yeah.
And I get why people like it. It's you ever watch a show or like play a video game and you know how that shit is gonna end out in the end. Like you can call the shit. I get out of calling shit. And it can be a good fucking story, but when you like basically call how shit is gonna turn out, it doesn't feel right to me.
Well, it depends, because if you know what's coming, but it's still done in an interesting and engaging way, then it can compensate for that.
Yeah, but how many times is it?
The unfortunate reality about writing in general is that whether they do something new or not, it's probably going to be lame.
I know it's never better than your imagination. And I think part of that has to do with the way the system is, the Hollywood system. Like, how many movies have you seen where evil isn't punished? Like evil,
Not many.
Exactly. That
It's
seems.
usually it's usually the good old the heroes win or the villain was going to win and then he's hoisted by his own petard. Aha! Aren't we clever? Get your bitch ass out my face. Quit shooting at me. Bitch, I'll slap the fuck out you. You fucking shoot at me.
So, you got any plans for the Memorial Day weekend?
Um, if by plans you mean, as I do with all holidays, forgetting that it exists, then my plan is to continue to act as though it doesn't exist.
I know I'm gonna have extra day off that week. Fuck
Oh
me,
yeah.
man. I know, right? Instead of working
Oh
50 hours a
yeah.
week, I, I,
Only 40. Oh
man,
yeah.
they're gonna pay me some sort of. Man, that correct.
Only a little bit, huh?
Yeah, because sitting down at the desk all day sometimes fuck with that. But they didn't
God
tell
damn
you
it.
that jumping in the corporate world.
No, there's only one thing you need to know about the corporate world. The corporate world. It's bullshit, and that's it. Ignore it. Act like it doesn't exist. Let it die. Kill it if you have to.
With fire.
Fire, bombs, bullets, whatever. Whatever works.
All a
Hello there.
friend of mine.
Damn. If it makes you feel any better, I'm punching the shit out of people.
No, I think that makes
Oh. Yeah, fuck your feelings.
fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings. They shouldn't have never gave you motherfuckers the opportunity to talk. Oh, I gotta go back and watch the Chappelle show. You know what pisses me off? It's that people.
What?
I hate comedians that get upset about the fact that they get canceled for shit, but they want to point to people like George Carlin, Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor. Well, they said shit that was out of line. They didn't mind explaining the joke, motherfucker. Well, it's just jokes. So explain. But go ahead. What you gonna?
I don't even remember.
But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
It's
I guess.
the motherfuckers that claim about that get upset about being canceled when they say racist or bigoted shit.
I don't know. I just find the whole fucking cancel thing fucking stupid in the sense that it's just like, oh damn, oh no, well this person is canceled. Motherfucker, you weren't watching this person anyway. You didn't know who the fuck this was. You just heard that they said something that was offensive to you, or I guess was genuinely offensive in some cases, and now you're up in arms. But you didn't give a fuck fucking 5 minutes ago, and you won't give a fuck tomorrow.
It's that performative 2 8 like Twitter villain of the day. Like, fuck, like has it has it has it been helpful to some other people? Yes. For example, R. Kelly
Hey,
needed to
hey,
get his ass canceled a long time
no,
ago.
no, no, no. He wasn't canceled. He got the long dick of justice because he was doing immoral things.
But like would people take as in like Like, fucking deliver me from defend shit just because, man. Like,
So the
no,
fact that
you need to
shit that
stick by this
oh,
person.
I do love the fact that canceled went from a term, excuse me, that was supposed to mean, yeah, that canceled means I'm done with it. I'm done with I'm not dealing with this anymore. This person or this thing, it's canceled from my life. It's gone. And
Yeah.
now it's just become this nebulous term that doesn't mean anything. It's like this, oh no, this is canceled because, well, we just said it is. It doesn't matter what actually happened. It doesn't matter if it's just a product that the company decided to stop selling, or if just a few people were like, hey, that's kind of fucked up. Nope, it's just all canceled by default because that's an easy boogeyman.
And what's funny is the conservatives are the ones that cry about council being hosts. They the ones canceled. How dare you cancel me? Y'all motherfuckers want to cancel Disney because they let the gay people get benefits.
But that's the funny thing about the whole canceling concept in the first place. It's just like, haha, this is canceled. Okay, so a bunch of people who didn't give a fuck and maybe a handful of people who did now either continue to not associate with this thing or have begun to. And then what? This person or this thing still makes its money. The capitalism fucking machine keeps moving. And what? They're not really affected. Being canceled doesn't mean shit. It just means people bitched about you on Twitter for a couple days, then you got to continue existing. Oh no. Poor you. Or if you're a conservative, it just means whatever nebulous bullshit you want it to mean. What's that? The owners of the Seuss estate weren't making money off of books that had racist depictions, and they're like, well, it's kind of fucked up, and it's not making us money, so we're just not gonna sell it anymore. Oh, liberals done canceled it. Oh, the Hasbro decided that they want to change the fucking Potato Head brand. So now instead of Mr. Potato Head, the brand is just Potato Head because they think that'll sell better. Oh no, Mr. Potato Head's canceled. Just ignore the fact that Mr. Potato Head is still a product they sell. It's just under the umbrella of Potato Head now. Nope, it's canceled.
They canceled me. They canceled.
Like I want to hear somebody define canceled and watch them be like it's it's when yeah, exactly, shut the fuck up. Like shit. It's like and then I refuse to acknowledge when any association between canceling and anybody who's actually done something genuinely reprehensible and wound up having it brought to the surface and have it then be brought to justice, because that's not the same thing. That's people went, hey, this is fucked up. Let's actually bring this to the fucking law where it belongs. But some fucking unfunny conservative dipshit making jokes about how they hate brown people, and a bunch of people who wouldn't watch that stupid bullshit anyway go, hey, that's racist. No shit, it's racist. What the fuck is us going, hey, that's racist going to do? Is it gonna make the conservatives who think it's funny stop watching it? No, it's not. They're just gonna go, no, it's not racist because duh, and they're gonna keep fucking watching it and giving their money to it.
They may even watch it more. Shit.
Exactly. They may just go, I'm gonna watch it more to own the libs. Haha. Get wrecked, libs. I have less money now. Don't you feel owned?
Or they had destroyed their Nikes to own Nike, and then 2 days later, like, I don't have no shoes to wear.
Exactly. So these people, like, I love anybody who gets told how something is dumb or immoral, and their reaction to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna stick it to you. I'm going to now take this out on myself, my own property, or someone who is a third party that has nothing to do with this fucking argument we had." Okay, so I'm just gonna sit here and be unbothered, and you're gonna fuck up something you own, hurt yourself or hurt somebody else. How does that affect me? How am I owned in this situation? And it goes beyond conservatives. Like I've heard this many times. Wow, you vegans are so extreme. So you know what? I'm gonna eat more meat. Ha! So that way I kill more animals. Like
You
you're
have
not
not
owning.
heard that shit.
I have read that shit. I have fucking in so many arguments. I've had people say that shit to me in so many arguments, and I'm just in the and it's just like, how am I owned? I'm not the one who's being put in your sandwich. You're killing you're paying for the killing of more people who are not me in an attempt to own me. I'm not owned. I'm not bothered. I'm not the one who's killed. You're hurting somebody else to try and get to me. What the fuck is what are you doing? You're not hurting me.
What's worse is they're eating shit that's gonna like you're eating shit that's gonna hurt you more too.
Exactly. It's like I'm not hurt. That animal is hurt, and you're gonna be hurt from heart disease and shit. And I'm just gonna sit here going, well, guess I'm gonna go argue with somebody else and hope that they're not a dipshit, I guess. And sometimes you get lucky and the person you're arguing with goes, damn, you got a point. And those are my favorite people. Or at least the people who at least the people who aren't complete dipshits. Because I'm sure you've had plenty of arguments with people like Jill, and as I've learned from arguing with these types of people, they're for any position really. There's the people who just say words. Cause you know how Jill do that thing where you'll literally say the exact argument that they did to you and respond to that, and even quote them, or you won't even mention their argument and just make your own argument independent of theirs, and they'll be like, straw man. I've run into so many people like that, where it's just like, oh well, it's wrong to do it because this and that. You're straw manning my position. I didn't mention your position. I was making an argument. Or you'll just straight up quote them and respond to what they said. You're straw manning me.
Oh no.
Where?
Where's
Where's the straw man?
I've had two arguments about different shit, and it's just like no, like that's a fucking argument.
There's actually, in one of the servers I'm in, there's literally a chat dedicated to people screenshotting these arguments and just showing people fumble around and flail like dipshits. I'm gonna find a screenshot and I'll share it in your server. So you can see an example of someone just being like, straw man, no true Scotsman fallacy. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're just throwing out terms, dog. You're just
literally, right? I'm gonna try and find a screenshot of this person. It's not gonna be the conversation I had, but it'll be somebody else to show you what I'm talking about. The guy, so the video is responding to this person called unnatural vegan. Now this person, literally, if you hear their position, they are not a vegan. They do not hold that belief. They believe that animal exploitation is okay. And I said something along those lines in the comments, and this person goes, no true Scotsman fallacy, and I go, no, a no true Scotsman fallacy would be if I were to throw out some arbitrary bullshit fucking reason why they're not vegan. But when someone claims to be a part of a group that has a certain belief and they don't agree with that belief, that term is not an accurate descriptor of their belief. It'd be like someone going, yeah, I'm a Christian. Do you believe in the whole divinity of Jesus bullshit? Oh no, I don't believe that, but I'm a Christian though. No, you're just not. It's just factual. It's just false. It'd be like someone going, yeah, I'm a pacifist, but I love kicking the shit out of people every day. Then you're not a fucking pacifist. That's not how that works. You cannot call yourself a term and then not actually fit the definition of the thing, and then it's a no true Scotsman fallacy if someone called you out for not being that thing. That's not how this works. And then when I literally say that, he goes, it's still a no true Scotsman. I just go,
oh.
And I'm just like, I'm better off just beating my head against a fucking wall.
Alright, so before we let Wajita continue, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We today have actually had a little bit of fun streaming today. I am calling it a night because...
Oh shit, no, I actually do have screenshots of that exact conversation.
Oh god. We're going to call it a night before we get into like the craziest shit. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for following. I want to thank I guess Mikey Famine and Wajita for coming on and having like shit, like just talking shoot shit. If you want to do this, if you want to come on, I guess Sundays are going to be the day where I just sit back and talk shit with people. Please like, share, and subscribe, and all that other good shit. Thank you for watching, and as we do it always, take it away, Richard.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism.
Yeah, I'm probably afraid of that because then people don't hate each other, and people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other. They find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism is to promote racism, you know, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, you know, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right, absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, you know. But, and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but...
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, you know, it just gets on you and it starts
the system
eating.
Levels them.
Pretty soon it's all
Is that
gone.
what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.